Welcome to this evening moon salute practice. You will need 2 yoga blocks if you are tight of hamstring. Come to make your way onto your back and bring the soles of the feet together and take the knees apart into this reclined cobblers or butterfly pose. And connect your hands onto your belly as a really nice way of helping you to settle down into your practice. Bringing your attention to the breath, the gentle rhythm of your inhale and exhale. This gentle rhythm of belly lifting on inhale and falling on the exhale. Softening down through inner thighs and hips. And settling down your whole back body into the floor. Slowly bring your knees into your chest and cross your right thigh over your left in this lying Gomukasan stretch. Feeling this into outer hips and gently drawing the thighs as close to the chest as is accessible for you. And then switch sides, unwind the legs left on top of right. Once again, deep breath in, deep breath out to draw the knees and legs close to the chest. And whole upper body remains calm and settled into the floor. So try not to bring any tension into your upper body. Dropping knees to the right, let's take a nice spinal twist. Left arm opens, feeling that rinse through your spine. And you may feel a stretch into the top of your leg here, this outer hip and glute stretch. To unwind the legs, come and move to your second side. So hips to the right and knees to the left. And it doesn't matter if knees don't touch the floor. That's okay, they can gently hover. And by now your breath should have settled, and try and keep this sense of calm and quiet and steady breath throughout your practice. Unwind, hug those knees into the chest and gently make your way up and over onto all fours, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath hips. Moving into your cat-cow, your inhale as shoulders draw down the back. Exhale as shoulders separate into the mid-back on your rounding pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we tuck and round. Easing into the spine, and it's this first opportunity to connect hands to the floor. Moving into this version of thread the needle with a left leg out to the side in line with your hip. Right arm is threaded through, and you have the opportunity of wrapping left arm behind the back here for those of you that want something a little deeper into the shoulder. Feel that mid-spine getting a rinse and a twist. To unwind, move to the second side, extend right foot out. Sole of the foot to the earth and left arm sweeps through. Thread the needle variation. And you get the twist in the mid-back, but you also get the stretch into the inner right leg. Shoulders stack one on top of the other if you can. To slowly unwind. To lift your hips nice and high into your first downward facing dog. Give yourself time to ease into this asana, this pose, this shape by pedaling through the knees, the feet, stretching ankles, calves, hamstring, and of course your spine is getting a nice stretch also. Lift your right leg to the sky and place it in between the hands. Come down to low lunge, hands to the waist, roll the shoulders down the back. Coming into this lovely low lunge, stretching through the hip flexor of your left leg and the inner thigh of your right leg. Hands to the earth to move back into half split or runner's stretch. And if you have tight hamstrings, please know you can bend the knee. Or perhaps you could have hands to a block, either side of your leg. And cushions will suffice just as well if you have no yoga props to hand. To come into that lunge once again, just to transition into lizard. Toes turn out to the right as you sweep and open the arm back. Lovely stretch through the front shoulder. To unwind and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Second side, left leg lifts for a moment, step through, low crescent. Hips sink forwards. Just to really get into the hip stretch here. To begin to straighten or partially straighten your left leg, coming once again into this hamstring stretch. And real deep breaths here. This is a pretty tight pose. Hamstrings tend to be very tight. So just listening to your body, being mindful always. Coming into your lizard, you touch your lunge and then you heel toe the foot off to the left and arm opens back. Front of shoulder stretch as well as inner thighs. Come back to center, deep breath in and exhale, downward facing dog, and then gently walk those hands back to the feet. Coming into Uttanasana, our standing forward fold, and let your whole day melt out of the crown of your head. To slowly roll up. And when you're ready, come to make your way to the top of your mat for your moon salute. Hands at the heart center to begin. Arms lift, take a hold of the left wrist and take a side bend over to the right. Come to center, other side, take a hold of right wrist, side bend to the left. To step your left leg out, come into a nice wide star and exhale, come into that goddess squat. Reconnect to the lift to bring right hand to right shin, Trikonasana. Both sides of the waist are long, very soft micro bend behind that front knee. Open into star, exhale, goddess, to lift up and move into Trikonasana, second side, left hand to left shin. Two, rise up, open star, once again connect into goddess. Pivot to the front of your mat, right foot forwards into this high crescent lunge. To bring left fingertips to the floor, right fingers to the sky into your lunge twist. Right knee tracks over right ankle, back leg is strong. Touch down, step your back foot in a little, you're shortening the stance. Melting over that front leg, pause Vattanasana, single leg stretch. Option to soften and bend into the right knee if you are tight of hamstring. Second modification, hands to the thigh, you come up a little further. And of course, hands either side of the foot and holding blocks also is a really nice, gentle option. Rise up. Windmill open into star, deep breath in, exhale, goddess squat. To turn to the back of your mat, same sequence, left leg in front. High crescent to begin, back heel lifts, back leg strong. Right fingertips to the floor, shoulder stacks on shoulder into your twist. Square off the upper body, right foot steps in, pause Vattanasana, hips are square and level. Drawing left hip crease back and right forward will help you to achieve that. Rise up, pivot to the side of your mat. Once again, open star, exhale, goddess. To pivot to the front of your mat and finish that sequence into Tadasana. Second time, a little different. Deep breath in. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Open out into your star, arms wide, feet wide. It's your breath in. Exhale, goddess. And come straight into Trikonasana to your right hand side. Right hand down, left arm up. Lift up, come straight to Trikonasana to the back of the mat. Left hand down. Deep breath in, open star, exhale, goddess. Turn to the front of your mat, right leg forwards into your high crescent. Left hand down, right arm up into your twist. Back foot in, inhale and exhale, melt, pause, Vattanasana. And again, just sweep, change straight into pose Vattanasana, second side to the back of your mat. So rewinding the poses now. Right foot steps back. Here's your lunge twist. Left arm lift. To rise up, high crescent. Extend through your arms. Open, inhale, star, and exhale, goddess. Turn, pivot to the top of your mat, hands together. Final time, deep breath in, lift. Deep breath out, side bend right. Inhale, center, exhale to the left. Inhaling, step into star. Exhale, goddess. Inhale, open, and exhale, Trikonasana to your right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, Trikonasana to your left. Inhale, open star. Exhale, goddess. Turn to the front of your mat. Here's that high crescent. Arms rise. Left hand down, right arm up. Twist. Back foot steps in. Deep breath in. Exhale, melt over your legs. Inhale, pivot to the back of the mat. And exhale, melt over that front leg. Back foot wiggles back. You come into fingertip lunge. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, release. Drive up. Inhale into your high crescent. Exhale, turn. Get inhaling. Exhale, goddess squat. Turn to the top of your mat. Hands to the heart. Tadasana. Slow it down. Deep breath in, lift. Exhale, let it go. Uttanasana. Halfway lift, straight to your downward facing dog. To start to slow things down, transitioning onto your seat, You started in Gomukasan on the back, and let's finish with Gomukasan seated. Right leg on top of left. You can, of course, sit onto a blanket if that brings you more comfort, more opening in this pose. And soften, folding forwards. Breath is full. Know your modification is a cross-legged pose if this feels uncomfortable at all in the body. Coming back to the breath if you have lost your connection to it, focusing on its movement in and out of the body. Lift up, switch sides. Accommodate if you need to on this second side by modifying. Otherwise, deep breath in, melt the upper body. Exhale, really drop heavy into both of your sit bones. Should feel this as quite a strong stretch into your outer hips, perhaps just the left hip, but maybe both. And let's take a moment to open out through the knees. So taking the legs out in front of you and then coming forwards into your forward fold seated. A nice stretch through your spine, a nice stretch through your hamstrings. Such a lovely pose to seal your practice. A real sense of letting go, restoration, relax. To lift up, to make your way into Shavasana, giving your body time to stop, to fully rest, to notice the benefits of your practice, how your body feels after even such a short sequence. Eyes are closed, breath is steady. To start to find gentle movement. Arms perhaps overhead, full body stretch, and then gently draw your knees into your chest, perhaps forehead lifts to greet the knees. And then roll gently over to one side and make your way to any comfortable seated position. Spine is long. Eyes close. Deep breath in and out to then bring hands together in gratitude to your practice. Bowing the head to the heart. Namaste.